Well, I got to tell you, by now, I thought that I would either be famous or infamous. I either wanted people to celebrate this day as if it was the greatest thing ever or the most horrendous thing to ever happen to the world. July 7th is my birthday. And I have a beer to share with you guys. And it is in a large bag. There's a bottle in there. Um, I was really worried about this beer because I thought it was leaking, but it does not appear to be leaking at all. And this is a wonderful beer. Big Paul, Big Tall Paul, he knows exactly what beer is in what bag on this month, and he put this one in here specifically for me. Samuel Smith's Imperial Stout. Straightforward. That's the title. Product of the United Kingdom. That is Sole Agent Merchant du Vin Corps, Tacoma, Washington. Bottled by Samuel Smith Old Brewery in Tadcaster, North Yorks, England. In those stone Yorkshire squares, yes, if you look those up on the internet, you'll get a lot more than just this tiny little picture on the back. Although there's no little picture of the squares, there is a picture of a large copper hop back. Brewed in Samuel Smith's small traditional British brewery with well water, the original well sunk in 1758. I don't know where I got 89 from. Is still in use. Best barley malt, roasted barley, yeast, and hops to create a rich, flavorful ale, deep chocolate in color with a roasted barley nose and flavor that is a complexity of malt, hops, and yeast. Fermented in stone Yorkshire squares, this distinctive type of ale was originally shipped to Imperial Russia. It was a favorite of Russian nobility. Samuel Smith brews at a small traditional British brewery, the oldest brewery in Yorkshire. All right, we're going to have a brief pause in the video while I take this package. I have returned because Amazon waits for no man. So let's crack open this bottle. I'll give you guys a view of the bottle. It's a classic Samuel Smith's. It has several features, several artistic features on all of their labels. So let's crack it open. It's still fizzed, so that means it was still good. I really was worried because this bag had a little bit of beer on the outside of it. I'm not even sure which beer has been damaged. I'm going to have to essentially go through all of the beers, and when I find that one, I'll have to quickly sub in another beer. So let's pour this thing out. I pulled out a Dortmunder Union mug, which is a half liter, and it should be able to house this beer. Well, not sure though. But since it's an Imperial Stout and I don't need to look through it and all that stuff, I figured I'd use this one. So, look at it. So dark. So chocolatey looking. And the head is a nice dark tan. Let's continue pouring. Perhaps we can get it all in here. Oh, we can. Outstanding. All right, now there's an alternate to the Czechoslovakian pint glass. Not that I have a problem using the fabulous Czechoslovakian pint glass because, hey, it's a nation. Sorry, I hit that microphone. A nation after my own heart, making sure that there's room in your vessels for all of your beer. That's love, kids. That's love. All right, let's give this thing a sniff. I've just inhaled foam. Dip your beak in it. Hashtag dip your beak in it. If you guys haven't tuned into other beer reviewers, there's one out there named the Ginger Yeti. Lots of fun. He often dips his proboscis into his fermented beverages and states hashtag dip your beak in it. So, all right. Good smelling. I smell the wort. I don't smell a lot of the hops or anything like that. There's no chocolate aroma to it or anything. It smells like a good Imperial Stout is what it smells like. So I'm going to just duck in and see what it's like. Oh, that's a nice Imperial Stout. Um, Samuel Smith's Imperial Stouts are quite a bit different from others that I've had. This sticks to a more traditional stout flavor. Not very sweet at all. There's no flavors added. Whatever flavor comes out of this is supposed to come out of it naturally through the natural ingredients that are added to this beer. And quite frankly, as a beer drinker, I appreciate it because the standard Imperial Stout flavor is delicious all on its own. Now, do I have a problem with those other ones that have horchata flavoring or cinnamon and vanilla and cocoa nibs and this and that? No, I like those things too. But this one's been being brewed for hundreds and hundreds of years. There has to be a reason for it. Pick one up and join me in understanding why. Mm. Oh, all right. So, going to sound crazy. It is crisp. It is a crisp beer. It is not clean though. The flavor does linger. It doesn't linger badly. I'm getting a hint of coffee, but that a lot of stouts will have that flavor effect on your palate. So there is no coffee in this. So really, it's a combination of the malt and the roast on the grains that gives it that slight coffee. But really, it was a coffee at the end of the swallow. So mm, smooth. It's a smooth drinking beer. Full bodied, but not a flavor punch. There it is. 7% alcohol by volume. Wanted to find that for you guys. This is a delicious beer and uh, very nice. A very nice beer to have on my actual birthday, July 7th, as I like to say, birth day, BURF, birthday. So that is a leftover from when I was a child. The way I used to say birthday was birthday. I also used to say bathing suit instead of bathing suit. But let's make fun of the toddler. It'll be funny. Oh, delicious. I am going to enjoy the rest of this out here on my fabulous front porch. Um, let's make sure I turn this on. Yeah, I did. Uh, and I will then probably go have dinner with my children. For I turn 60 today. And as I said, I either expected to be famous or infamous. Probably closer to infamous. So I will see you guys next time I have an awesome beer to share. Thanks for tuning in.